Edith Thompson and Gene Ballinger have been working on a relationship model in an attempt to better understand the relationships responsible for the price of drugs in the United States. A couple weeks ago, we presented the first part, which had to do with the influences we found relating to pharmacy benefit managers. In this part, we'd like to go ahead and move on to looking at the whole idea of patents and manufacturers, so that we begin with some basis for research, which eventually turns into a patent being granted, leading to trials, and for some small number of the trials finally to drug approval by the FDA, which results in the organization doing the research and the trials being the sole manufacturer, so they can charge practically whatever they want to for the drug, which results in a relatively high price for the drugs, because they continue to claim that they need to recoup all of the investment for all of the trials and the approval. The part that we found difficult for that to stand up to is the idea that a lot of this research is actually funded by government agencies or universities, and not actually funded by the company that ends up being the manufacturer. So the high price that they charge is difficult to substantiate for the period that they claim they need to recoup their investment. But that being what it is, we continued to look at this and realize that the company making a lot of money, nice profits, realizes that that's something that they want to figure out how to keep doing, so they do more research so they can do small product modifications to extend their patent so that they continue to be the sole manufacturer and be able to keep the drug prices high. So they protect their own business by typically not developing better drugs, but simply developing slight modifications to the sometimes just the packaging or the shape of the drug, to anything to allow them to extend the patent so that they can continue to be the sole manufacturer. Though at some point the patent does actually run out and it expires, and if it's a drug that for which there is a substantial demand, then it results in competing manufacturers for that drug, and that has the result of decreasing the price of the drugs. So what we have found to this point is that when the patent extensions run out and competing manufacturers enter the marketplace is when there is the largest decline in the price of any particular drug. No other cause or no other relationship seems to be responsible for that extensive a decrease in price as competing manufacturers entering the market. That being the case, in many instances, the sole manufacturer trying to protect their profits will actually pay potential competitors not to compete so that they can remain the sole manufacturer of the drug and maintain their drug prices and therefore their profits. So to this point, we've come up with a set of relationships regarding the price of drugs, manufacturers, and patents. And we'd like you to ponder this and hopefully ask questions that we didn't think to ask so that we can continue to extend the model. Probably the most specific one had to do with our understanding that the greatest decrease in the price of drugs has to do with the expiration of the patents and competing manufacturers entering the market. So we will go ahead and continue to work on this. We will post a link to the model itself, which is done in Kumu, and you can look at it directly if you want. There are a lot of comments that we have included on the various loops and the elements in here as to things that we have found. There are also links to other aspects of the project and all of the references that we've read to this point. So look forward to your comments, and we'll see where this goes. Thank you.